Wow, Mom, that is so adorable.
I've got a lot of really cute Valentine's machine embroidery projects to show you, and check out the details on this cute gnome. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
Hi guys, so what we're going to do today is just a Valentine sweater, and it's gonna say love more.
And I made this design on my own just by adding these different fonts in here. And then I added the heart element that you can see, and right here shows the words that I use. You can come over here and you can pick the different fonts that you want. So for the letter more, I picked this Harriet font. And then I always print my design. That way I know exactly what it's going to look like on whatever it is that I am stitching out. So it will print those grid lines for you as well. And then now I'm just going to save it onto my USB, and then we will be ready to stitch it out.
Usually I do like an all over embroidery, but this time I'm gonna try to go a little bit simple. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. It's just gonna be like in the corner here, so it's kind of more trickier for me to try to get the placement.
Oh my God.
So my sweater is turned inside out, and I found the placement, and I'm just gonna iron on this fusible stabilizer. It's a Floriana stabilizer for knit. I'm using a tearaway stabilizer, and my hoop is a 5x7, although I could have done the 4x6. And I'm just going to draw my lines in the center just to get my center markings, because that's what I'm going to use to make sure that I have the placement correct. And I've drawn my markings, and I'm just going to match them up with the stabilizer on my hoop. And I'm using my spray adhesive to match the lines up. And now you can see in the back that the lines are matched up, and I'm going to put my pin in and use my Solvay top stabilizer, which will be placed on the top of the design. And moving on, now I got to pick out my colors that I want. I'm only going to do 4 colors. Can't really do this red, so that will be eliminated. And so I'm gonna stick with the whites and the light pinks right here. And now I'm just going to load it on the machine and let the needle and thread do its job. I also want to point out I just got back from running errands, and I still have my hat on. So I know it looks kind of funny, but no, it is not cold in my house. I just didn't get a chance to take my hat off yet. But anyways, let's put some music on and sit back and watch it do its thing. The love is the university font, I believe, and the word more is a Harriet font that I purchased off of Etsy, and I will leave those in the descriptions tab below.
Okay, you guys, I love how this turned out. Should I go and try it on? Okay, so I'm gonna go and try it on so I can make sure that the placement is right, and I will be right back. Okay, what do you think? I think I did a really good job on the placement of it. The lighting in here is just not that good. I'm gonna have to take some pictures somewhere else, but it says love more. I'm sad that I didn't get to incorporate some red in it, but I think it looks really good without the red. It's just like some soft pinks.
This next project was already halfway done, so I'm just finishing up the stitches on it. It's a pattern or a design that I found on Etsy, and it's these really cute cats. I'll actually leave the link in my descriptions tab below.
Oh, Mom, that is so adorable.
Next, I'm working on a tea towel, and it is with the 4x6 hoop, and you can see I did a little marking of the middle of where I want my design to go, and I'm just going to do a little bit of some spray adhesive on here, but also I'm going to just take it away from my machine before I spray it on. And even if the project is really small, I always print out the design just to get a visual. So let me pick up, oh, okay, I'm doing the I love you more than tacos. We're gonna do some red thread, maybe not some pink. Okay, so I'm gonna find the file in here and we are just going to get stitching. I'm also going to put this Solvay stabilizer on the top of it just because this towel has a bit of a texture. Okay, I'm going to stop the music here for a minute because this part gets a little bit intense. I have to take my super sharp scissors and just trim these tiny little threads. And I have to try to not cut the towel itself. Let me try these other scissors. These ones are a little bit better because they're not as sharp and they've got a tiny little curve at the end of them. These scissors are made especially for embroidery. Okay, what do you think? I love you more than tacos, and that really says something, you guys, because I really, really love tacos. So give me a thumbs up if you love tacos as well and if you like this project. I am now going to embroider these cute gnomes on this plain red fabric that I will then turn into a cute Valentine's treat bag. So right now I'm just trying to find the middle for it. And so I'm going to notch up the middle. I need to unfold it here. And I'm just putting a little dot in here. I'm just going to do my markings. This one, it's probably not even necessary that I do my markings, but I do want to make sure that I get my design centered. And then I'm just going to use some spray adhesive. This is a 4x6 hoop, so maybe that wasn't even necessary. I've picked out my threads and now I'm just positioning it correctly and we're going to start stitching. This gnome design can be purchased by designsbyjuju.com. I love that website. You have to check it out for embroidery files because they stitch out the most beautiful designs ever. And I'm going to show you, I just loved watching this one. Look at all these tiny little details that they put in there. Oh, I also have to mention, kind of embarrassing, I have been using the wrong embroidery foot for my machine this whole entire time. It shouldn't be acrylic. I found that out later this week after doing this project. But back to the gnomes. I just love all the tiny little details of it. You have to go and check out that website because the embroidery files are super affordable. What do you think? Now I'm going to show you how to turn it into this really cute gift bag. So my dimensions, just so you know, is I cut 9 by 7 3/4. And then right here, I just folded it in half, the pretty side down, and I sewed each side of my bag. And now I'm going to fold this top raw edge twice, and I've ironed it down really nice. And I'm just going to run that through the sewing machine just to tack that down. And remember, we are not doing a binding on this one. It is just a super quick, easy bag. Keep watching. You'll see. It's not necessary to do a casing for the ribbon. Now I am turning it inside out, and you can pick whichever ribbon that you want. I always go with this gingham buffalo check design, and right now I'm just trying to figure out the length of my ribbon. And then I'm going to just sew down a tiny little notch here in the middle just to keep that ribbon in place. And in case you are wondering, I measured it down, let's see, about an inch. Maybe, yeah, like a little, like 3/4 or maybe an inch. And now I'm going to add some more ribbon because I love the scrappy ribbon look. So I got some baker's twine and some of this, I think it's called jute. And now all I'm doing is just tying it around here and then we will be done. So very low key bag, but look at how cute it turned out.
So I do want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you get some Valentine heart lovey sewing embroidering done as well. So until next time, happy stitching. Bye guys.